7 years. That's how long it took me to realize I was asking the wrong question about consistency. I kept wondering, how do I stay consistent? When I should have been asking, who do I need to become? If you're tired of stopping, of setting goals only to abandon them, this video is for you. If I could go back and slap my younger self, I would. But since I can't, I'm here to share what I've learned so you don't make the same stupid mistakes I did. Let me save you the years of frustration and show you the brutal truth about consistency and how to make it effortless. Consistency isn't about frequency. It's not about doing the same thing over again like a robot. That's a dangerous mindset, and it's why most people fail. Consistency is about your identity. It's about becoming the kind of person who does what needs to be done, no matter what. If you're struggling with consistency, it's not because you're lazy or undisciplined. It's because you're asking the wrong question. You need to stop asking yourself, how do I stay consistent? And start asking, who do I need to become?
The moment you shift from I have to do, this is who I am, everything changes. Consistency becomes effortless. But here's the truth. This shift isn't easy. It requires brutal, honest, hard decisions, and a willingness to confront the real enemy of consistency. Who is the real enemy of consistency? You think your problem is laziness. It's not. The real problem is that you haven't decided what truly matters to you. Every time you waffle on your priorities, you break your own momentum. You say you want to get in shape, but then you skip the gym because you're tired. You say you want to start a business, but then you spend hours scrolling social media instead of working on your plan. Here's the hard truth. You're not struggling with consistency because you're lazy. You're struggling because you haven't made a decision. You haven't committed to what truly matters. And until you do, you'll keep spinning your wheels wondering why you can't get anywhere. So, make a decision. Commit to it fully. Eliminate the noise. Say no to the things that don't align with your goals. It's the lack of decision that's killing your consistency, not your lack of effort. If I had to leave you with one thing, it would be this. The secret to consistency is turning things you hate doing into things you do without thinking. Let me explain. When I first started working out, I hated it. Every single second. I had to drag myself to the gym, and I spent the entire time down the minute till I could leave. But I kept showing up, not because I enjoyed it, but because I decided it was non-negotiable. Over time, something shifted. I stopped dreading the gym and started seeing it as part of who I am. It became automatic. The same thing happened with writing. I used to hate sitting down to write. I'd procrastinate for hours, making excuses about why I couldn't start. But once I decided that writing was non-negotiable, it became easier. Not because I suddenly loved it, but because it became part of my identity. That's the secret. You don't have to love the process. You just have to decide that it's part of who you are. So, how do you make this shift? How do you go from struggling to stay consistent to making it automatic? Here's what worked for me. 1. Define your identity. Ask yourself, who do I need to become to achieve my goals? If you want to get in shape, you need to become someone who prioritizes their health. If you want to start a business, you need to become someone who takes consistent action, even when it's hard. Write it down and say it out loud. You need to make it real. 2. Make a decision and stick to it. Stop waffling. Decide what matters to you and commit to it fully. If you're not willing to commit, then be honest with yourself about why. Maybe it's not really a priority, and that's okay. But if it is, then stop making excuses and start taking action. 3. Eliminate the noise. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your goals, you're breaking your own momentum. Learn to say no. Protect your time and energy like your life depends on it, because it does. 4. Start small and build momentum. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Start with one habit. Commit to it for 30 days. Once it becomes automatic, add another. Over time, these small wins will build momentum and make consistency feel natural. You're going to have off days. You're going to mess up. That's part of the process. What matters is that you keep going. When I look back at those 7 years wasted, I realized that my biggest mistake wasn't falling. It was giving up every time I failed. If I had just kept going, even when it was hard, I would have reached my goals much sooner. So, don't be like me. Don't waste years trying to figure it out on your own. Learn from my mistakes. Decide who you want to become. Commit to it fully and take consistent action. So, what's the one habit you're going to commit to this week? Share it in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. And if this video helped you, please share it with someone who needs a little motivation. If you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by subscribing to the channel. See you next time.